Hello, I'm Helene Oberman, Managing Director of Interior Design Magazine, and I'd like to welcome you to our Fall Product Showcase. Inspired by decades of iconic design, Interface is celebrating 50 years of modular carpet tile innovation with the launch of a new collection which marries what they do best: performance, style, and sustainability. With me today to discuss one of their most dynamic introductions to date, Past Forward, is Kelly Simcox, Global Head of Design at Interface. Hi, Kelly.
Hi, Helene.
Welcome, welcome. Well, a big welcome, right? Because this is actually a new role for you at Interface, and it really taps into your experience from both a design and business perspective. So tell us about your background and how it informs the work you'll be doing at the brand.
Yes, I'm so excited to be in this new role. I've been with Interface for 12 years, but this is a new role for me as of this summer. I spent the first half of my career practicing commercial interior design in the Washington, D.C. market at Gensler and at Fox Architects. And honestly, the excitement that I felt when I first landed my dream job at working at Gensler as a senior design student, I feel now taking on this new work.
So it's incredible that Interface has been innovating in the field of carpet tile for 50 years now. For this occasion, you worked with your longtime partner, going on 30 years, which is such a momentous occasion onto itself, David Oakey, to develop this new collection, Past Forward, which, as its name states, looks both back and ahead to the future. So what was the thinking behind the collection, and what was the development process like working with David?
Yes, this one's super special. Not only is it David's 30th anniversary, being our great partner, who we're so happy to have, but it's also his 50th anniversary in the carpet industry right alongside Interface. So huge congratulations to both. Really what we're trying to do is tap into that beginning roots, look at the history, and then, like you said, talk about the innovation and where we are today as an industry, which we're super proud to celebrate. I had a kind of personal ability to do this last month when I spent time with the UK design team, who office out of Deanclough, which was one of the world's largest carpet mills beginning in the 1840s. Walking around that site, and they have a really nice on-site museum, seeing some of those original machines it took to make product really kind of connected me and grounded me into how intricate the whole carpet making process, especially at the beginning, used to be. David did a bunch of extensive work looking through the archives, kind of going into the design vaults and bringing some connections to the past. He interviewed some of the people that were a part of the early work from the very beginning. And of course, he reflected on all of the decades of style and trends that have influenced the work.
Speaking of design and style and pattern, Past Forward is divided into 3 different pattern groupings, and I thought it might be fun to kind of dive into them and how they're kind of defined. So the first one is traditional, and funnily enough, I don't always think of Interface, at least today, as being traditional. But how do you say, or would you say, this grouping a very global perspective? Like, what does it mean across the 5 different pattern ways?
You're right. We're not necessarily known for traditional, but again, these are going to feel the most connected to those early roots, definitely rich in detail and in pattern. When you're thinking of things like Middle Eastern textile design, nature-inspired Art Nouveau, the kind of craftsmanship of arts and crafts movement, those are the types of eras and things that should draw to mind for you when you think about these ones. These are kind of the most foundational roots of carpet celebrated in these styles.
And let's talk about the second one, which is vintage. So how do you describe the inspiration behind these 5 patterns?
Yeah, so these, I think there's kind of a luxury and an elegance that this collection of styles brings. It reminds me a little bit of what rugs and interiors kind of originally were meant to do, was bring that touch of elegance and of sophistication, kind of make it special. Decades is one of the ones in this collection. And what's special about these styles is, so that's inspired by that Rococo design. But for me, it actually reminds me of the crewel embroidery that my mom used to have in our home growing up. So you might find a different connection than what we had kind of originally found. And that's what we love about this is, again, that personal connection.
I kind of like the last pattern, because I think this is like the grooviest, right? The retro.
We've kind of gone down this road before, which has been really special to Interface because Mid-Century is really closely connected to our product set. So anything from bold geometric patterns, organic swirls. There's a style called unspooled in this section of patterns that has kind of an organic scribble and a really pretty background texture. But again, what I love about this one, some of these styles would have honestly probably had to have been done in print in the early days. They would have been really hard to do in a tufted product. So we're, again, celebrating the technology and the advancements and innovation by doing these designs as tufted rugs. And again, hopefully bringing that familiar connection in with each of them.
For sure. And like I said, Interface is always leading the pack. And one way that you have been doing so is in sustainability. And, it's played a major role in Interface's journey over the last 50 years. So how does Pass Forward really meet the overall mission and standards set by the brand?
Yeah, our entire portfolio, carpet, LVT, our Nora rubber, all reflect our decades-long commitment that you just talked about to sustainability. It's in our DNA, it's one of our key tenets, and it's absolutely who we are. So all of our products are certified carbon neutral through our Carbon Neutrals Floor program. Pass Forward's no different. It uses those like 100% recycled nylon and materials and processes that allow us to meet those demands. In fact, Interface carpet tile has the lowest carbon footprint in the industry before offsets.
Well, I have to say, congratulations to Interface. I mean, certainly it's been an amazing 50 years of, like you said, innovation, style, performance, design. And I actually can't wait to see what the company has in store for the next 50 years, because I know that you will be continuing to lead the charge. And with that, Kelly, I just want to say thank you so much for your time and your insight into the new collection, Pass Forward. And of course, 50 years, a lot to celebrate. And for our lovely audience out there, please make sure to check out the Interface website to learn more. Thank you, Kelly.